Hi everyone, this is Migs from Sneaks and Ball PH, and for today we'll be doing something a little bit different. I'll be giving you a detailed look and casual review on one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever felt. This is the Peak Tai Chi. For the traction, please keep in mind that the pair I got is the Peak Tai Chi 1.0, which has a thicker and more durable outsole compared to the original Peak Tai Chi. The outsole on the Peak Tai Chi 1.0 is composed of a lot of thick square nubs, as well as some holes punched into the outsole just to reduce weight and improve flexibility. The traction on the Peak Tai Chi worked very well for everyday casual use. I didn't experience any slipping, whether I was walking on wooden floors, on pavements, on roads, or even slippery tiles. The main upgrade between the Peak Tai Chi 1.0 from the original Peak Tai Chi is the thickness of the rubber on the outsole. I feel like for the price difference, it is a lot better to go with the 1.0 just because it would last you a lot more months of wear. I have been using these quite a lot over the past few weeks, and there still isn't any sign of wear on the outsole. So overall, the traction on the Peak Tai Chi is very good for day-to-day use. And in this 1.0 version, it is a lot more durable and will last you a very long time. Then moving on to what is probably the highlight of the entire shoe, the cushion. The cushion on the Peak Tai Chi is what Peak is calling its P4U foam. And this foam simply blows my mind on how comfortable it is. If you haven't tried it yet, please make sure to at least try it on in store, because I'm sure you won't regret it. And here's the most mind-blowing feature of the P4U foam. Not only is it super duper soft when you're just standing or walking lightly, but if you start to walk a little faster or you start jogging, it does give you a little bit of a bounce back. It's really hard to describe how the cushion feels, but if I were to compare it to what we have existing in the market right now, it feels like a soft boost but with a little bit more bounce, or just as bouncy as React but a lot softer. Then there are also some concerns if you have a cushion this soft, and one of them would be foot fatigue. However, I didn't feel any foot fatigue even on those days when I was logging around 10,000 to 15,000 steps wearing these shoes casually. So overall for the cushion, even though I've been wearing these for a couple of weeks now, every time I put these on, the cushion still absolutely blows my mind. Not only is it super duper soft, but it also gives you a good amount of bounce back when you are walking a little bit more briskly or if you're jogging. Even if you don't have any plans of buying the shoe, I still recommend that you go into a store and try them on because it is such an amazing feeling. Then for the support of the shoe, I didn't really expect a lot of support features from the Peak Tai Chi since it is primarily a running shoe or a running inspired lifestyle shoe. However, much to my surprise, the Peak Tai Chi did have a lot of support features which resemble those in more higher-end running shoes. Here at the base of the shoe, you have a mid-foot shank plate which gives you a lot of torsional support as well as support for your arch, and this is what Peak calls its P-hold system. Then since the cushion is very soft in the Peak Tai Chi, Peak was able to utilize some support features to make sure that you feel a little bit more stable. You have this very exaggerated heel clip here at the back which extends all the way down into the cushion. What this does is that it limits the compression in the heel, which allows you to be more stable, and this also prevents foot fatigue. Then to make sure you don't tip over in the shoe, you have some rubber pieces coming out at the medial and lateral side of the shoe. You also have it here at the back of the heel, and you have the midsole and outsole coming out here on the lateral side of the forefoot. Then lastly, aside from the external heel clip, you do have an internal heel counter just to keep your foot on the footbed. So overall, I was pleasantly surprised that the Peak Tai Chi had a lot of support features, even though this is a running inspired sneaker. As you can see, Peak made a concerted effort to make sure that the base was stable because the cushion is so soft. Moving on to fit and lockdown, I actually went down half a size in the Peak Tai Chi, but this is just because I like that feeling of the knit stretching over my foot. However, for most people, they would like a little bit of a looser fit on their casual shoes, so I do recommend going true to size. Then for the lockdown, you pretty much have a basic setup. This is a one booty upper with a really stretchy tongue. Then you also have nice rope laces, which are really easy to tighten and tie. So overall for fit and lockdown, I didn't have any complaints. You can go true to size for a more comfortable fit, or you can go down half a size if you want that knit really stretching over your foot. Then you also have these nice rope laces which lock you down very well. Moving on to the materials of the shoe, the Peak Tai Chi features a fully knitted upper. And this is actually very surprising since these are such a cheap shoe. The knit on the upper is super duper comfy. Not only is it not glued down, but it also doesn't have any plastic threading through the knit. So overall for the materials, the knit on the Peak Tai Chi can actually rival the materials on some of the more expensive and more known brands. The knit on the Peak Tai Chi is super soft, conforms well with your foot, and provides good all-day comfort. Not only that, but you're getting this super nice knit at just a fraction of the cost. Moving on to the aesthetics, I wasn't really sure with this triple black colorway of the Peak Tai Chi 1.0 because for the Peak Tai Chi 1.0, there are only two colorways available right now, and that would be the triple black and the triple white. I'm not really a fan of triple black sneakers, however these did grow on me a lot. For the Peak Tai Chi 1.0 in triple black, you also have 3M reflective hits here on the lace loops as well as on the rope laces. You also have Peak Tai Chi on the tongue tab, and then you also have this heel piece which has a sort of mosaic design. However, one thing I find weird with this heel piece is how high it goes. So if you're sort of just chilling and sitting around, if you bend your leg like this, it might dig into your leg. However, the stitching only goes up to here, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be this way or if you fold it down like this. So I'm not really sure what this is for. So I'm not sure if you have to wear it like this all the time or if you can actually fold it, because this is a pretty easy thing to do. So overall for the aesthetics, I really have enjoyed the triple black colorway, even though that most of the time this isn't my cup of tea. I like the subtle 3M reflective hits as well as the rope laces here on the top. However, I wish that Peak would release more colorways of the Peak Tai Chi 1.0. The original Peak Tai Chi did have quite a few more color combinations. So for the Peak Tai Chi, I hope they could release more colorways aside from this triple black and the triple white. Moving on to the price, the pricing on the Peak Tai Chi is somewhat weird because for the Philippine market, it is priced at 3,999 pesos or almost 4,000 pesos. However, if you are a US consumer, it might cost you around 110 US dollars. But since there is a sale on Famudi sneakers for this colorway, you can get it at only $85. I was able to grab my pair of Peak Tai Chi 1.0s at Olympic Village in Gateway. However, you can get these at any other Olympic Village store or any of your SM department stores near you. Not only that, but you can also get a pair over at Lazada and Zalora, where you can get this at a great deal when you wait for flash sales. Overall for the price, I think that the Peak Tai Chi 1.0 is such a steal for under 4,000 pesos because of all the great attributes that I detailed earlier. Then since I couldn't find any real cons for the shoe, let's go straight into the final verdict. The Peak Tai Chi is such an insanely comfortable shoe with that P4U midsole that is soft and very plush with a little bit of bounce and responsiveness when you're moving. You also have good fitting materials as well as the knit upper which is so soft and comfortable on foot. You also have enough support features to keep you stable even though the cushion is very soft. You also get a pretty good looking shoe, especially in this triple black colorway with the 3M hits here on the lace loops as well as the rope laces. And as an added bonus, you have thick and durable rubber which will last you a pretty long time, especially in this second iteration of the Peak Tai Chi, the Peak Tai Chi 1.0. So overall, I feel like the Peak Tai Chi just nails it on all levels and is the perfect running-inspired lifestyle shoe. It comes packed with good fit, great materials, great cushion, and a durable outsole to boot. And all of this at less than 4,000 pesos. I mean, I can't stress this enough. The Peak Tai Chi is such a steal. So there you have it, that was my detailed look and casual review on the Peak Tai Chi 1.0. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any special requests or any questions, you can also leave them in the comment section. Our giveaway for free Nike Elite socks is still ongoing, so if you haven't already yet, please make sure to subscribe. It would help us out a lot here at Sneaks and Ball PH.